Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Trevor Oliver with Putnam Weather and More, and I'm here to give you the latest weather info and news for Putnam County. But before I do so, let's briefly talk about the tropics. Right now, there are three areas of interest, including post tropical cyclone Dexter, which was a tropical storm a couple of days ago, and we have this area of low pressure just off the Atlantic coast, indicated in yellow, which means it has a less than 40% chance of developing over the next 7 days. And then we have this other area of low pressure way out in the Atlantic, closer to the African coast, which has a 40 to 60% chance of developing over the next 7 days, as indicated by that orange color. Now, these three uh, areas of low pressure, they're not expected to impact us in any way, so I would not worry about them too much, but still keep track of them by visiting the National Hurricane Center's website, or by looking at your weather apps. And let's now look at our aerial forecast. In Palaca, it is now fair with a temperature of 90 degrees. Now, that is higher than what the high was expected to be, 85 degrees. And so the high is now 90 degrees, but uh, fortunately, tonight the low will be 74 degrees, a much more comfortable temperature, but the probability of precipitation is 70%. So tonight may not be the best conditions for you dog owners. Um, Obviously, still walk your dogs. They need to be walked. Um, if you happen to be outdoors and you hear thunder, um, turn around immediately and head back to your residence. Just remember the saying, when thunder roars, go indoors. And unfortunately, those higher chances for rain will remain into the into tomorrow, the weekend, and the start of next week. As you can see down here, the highest chances for rain will be uh, will be 90% tomorrow and during the weekend. But as we head into the start of next week, those chances will decrease slightly, but still be high. And so storms will definitely be the primary hazard during the forecast period. And now, looking at the temperatures, they'll be in the upper 80s to lower 90s throughout the period, and those lows, those lovely lows, will be in the low to mid 70s. Very nice range. And in Crescent City, it is now 82 degrees, and tonight the low will be 77 degrees, and the sky is now partly cloudy. But given that 70% chance of rain, that cloudiness may increase due to developing storms. And like Palaca, those chances for rain will be will be quite high tomorrow and during the weekend. There in Crescent City, the max will be 90% on Friday and Saturday, and and at the start of the week, those chances for rain will decrease slightly, reaching a minimum of 60% on Tuesday. Even still, storms will be the greatest threats there in Crescent City, and those temperatures, they'll be in the upper 80s to low 90s, just like in Palatka, and those lows, they'll be in the mid to upper 70s. And finally, in Interlaken, it is partly sunny and the temperature is 85 degrees. And tonight, the low will be 75 degrees. And there is a higher probability of precipitation there. It's 80%. So those of you in Interlaken, be extra cautious of any storms in your area. And once again, those chances for rain will be quite high tomorrow and during the weekend. The max will be 90% uh, during that 3-day period, and and as at the start of next week, those chances for rain will decrease slightly, just like at the other locations. And so yeah, those storms will be the primary hazards. You can keep track of them by looking at your radar apps or visiting the National Weather Service's website and viewing their radar imagery. And now looking at the temperatures, they'll be in the low to mid 90s, a slightly higher range than the other locations, but it's not much of a difference. At least the temperatures won't be in the upper 80s to lower hundreds like they were a couple of weeks ago. I'm glad that's over. That was way too hot then. And back to the forecasted temperatures, the lows will be in the low to mid 70s, very comfortable range. So in summary, storms will be quite numerous over the coming days. So if you have plans to be outdoors, consider postponing them. Uh, Check out any indoor events, such as the indoor summer market in Crescent City, which is every Saturday from 8 to noon. And um, but if you want to risk getting soaked or struck by lightning, check out the spring summer jam series, um, which is from 6 to 10 tomorrow evening. And the theme tomorrow will be Run It Back R&B, and this will be at the Palatka Riverfront. And if you desire further information regarding this event, you can always call Jessica Cruz, whose number is 386 213 0948. And yeah, bring your lawn chairs, and unclock your ears so you can hear the music, and bring your appetites, because there will be food trucks there. And in conclusion, thank you so much for listening. If you're interested in storm chasing content, consider checking out my X account, which is Trevor Oliver WX, and check out any other storm chasers accounts and give them some support. And please leave a like or a comment for this video. Consider subscribing. And if you're a business owner who wishes to have their services or planned events advertised, please reach out to me in the comments section, and we can work something out together. And once again, thank you so much for listening. I've been meteorologist Trevor Oliver with Putnam Weather and More. Have a great afternoon.